And I started to realize that I can manipulate a situation to really get a high probability of achieving an outcome by just understanding what people, how they receive things and how well they respond to certain stimulus. And I think that got me on a dangerous path, frankly.
Okay, so let's talk about that.
Yeah, and so, fast forward maybe a few years, I became I think I did well socially in high school, and then when I went to university, I started to really use these skills, if you will, in my opinion, for the wrong purposes. And how I look at that is, for me personally, I look at the light, say yin and yang as an example, or light and dark, differently than some. Whereas I think some people look at good and evil as the same as light and dark, let's say. I don't, right? So I think there are tactics and intentions. So maybe social engineering or manipulating or going to someone and understanding how if you're very aggressive and you speak in this way that they may not respond well, versus sizing them up and literally judging someone and saying, how would I have to be to get the highest probability of a desired outcome, which I really think is manipulating and with an intention. Is some would say that's a very dark tactic, non-authentic tactic, or whatever. People can call that whatever you want. And I would use that, in my opinion, for I didn't understand what my purpose was and have a clear idea of what I wanted to do. So it was kind of a loose cannon. I'd just be doing this, I'd be manipulating, and kind of lost my own identity. Started to just kind of float around and just do things that I didn't realize why I was doing it, and just essentially assimilating and creating an identity of myself that wasn't really, I didn't have an intention for it. And then all of a sudden I have this image, which took me a few years to figure out why, who I am and why I'm this way. And I don't think it was constructive. It wasn't building anything. It wasn't giving back to certain people. It was just kind of a very vain lifestyle that got caught up in the wrong crowd of people.
So you had basically a wake up moment.
Yeah, I did. Took me a few years.
Was it like a low point of your life? Was it, or just literally a random morning and woke up and then you're like,
it was a New Year's party, 2010, 2011 New Year's, where I'm just kind of looking around, and it was just a fucking a punch in the face. What am I doing here? And by all means, in regards to what I had, and from a kind of social point of view and the people, a lot of people will look at that as, this is a very successful party or successful event I'm being a part of. And I was like, what am I doing? What value am I giving back to people? And it kind of made me think about, the difference was the joy that I thought I was giving to myself, being a part of this decorate crew and people and kind of celebrities and high net worth individuals and just kind of people just with no why are you here and what are you doing with your time, and switching that to what joy have I given people today.
So all in one day?
In one moment, yeah.
All in one moment?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a pivotal question.
I'm just kind of looking around and it's what am I, why am I here? It's I was talking to a bunch of people, and then I'm just kind of going to get water or whatever, and then I'm just so what do I do now? It was that conscious, manipulative, who do I want to go talk to? What am I? I'm very conscious, and it's I'm not just going to get a water and just standing by and just smiling and looking around, I'm literally thinking every minute, now what, I have, and it's always an outcome. There's always a desired outcome that I'm putting on every minute, and I'm trying to optimize to get that outcome. I want to go talk to this person. I want to get this person to be involved in this. I want to be able to, there's always something.